Hi, my name is Ivan Allendez and I am here in Mexico. I live in Germany for 1 year, that's why I can answer some of these questions that you asked me to answer. So we can start with the first question. How would you describe Mexico? Well, for me, Mexico is a big country. That's why you really have a lot to learn, a lot to visit. So the words I will use to describe Mexico or Mexican people is charismatic, very interesting, and funny because learning or visiting some places can be fun. It depends on the person. It's how they can get this fun, meaning parties, meaning visit ruins or visit other places that they would like to visit. Next question is, what are the core values of the Mexican society? Well, first, family. Family is really important for us because the family is the core of every Mexican. We live in a family, that's where we learn everything. And the other core value is religion. Not all the Mexicans follow the same religion, but religion is really important for the majority of the Mexican society. Next question is, what do you think is the main difference between the Mexican and the German culture? Well, there is a lot of difference because we don't share a history or a common past. That's why the main difference between the Mexican and German culture is how we grew, how our country grew through the years. In Germany, they have this history, and it's a history where they fall, they claim, and they make things different than us. We have other kind of history like internal wars and different ideas from one side to other side. That's why the main difference between the Mexican and German culture is the history. The reason we are like we are right now is our history. So next question is, you have already worked with Germans and live in Germany. How would you describe the difference between Mexican and German students and their working style? Well, here in Mexico, it's really common that the project or the homework will be done at the last moment. So if you have 1 week to do the homework, you will do it 2 days or 1 day before. In the case of Germany, as I lived there, I didn't have this problem. The teams or my teammates were always, yeah, we can do it right now, or we can do it later after lunch or during lunch. I don't know if that in all Germany, but in the school I was, my teammates were this kind of people that they wanted to work and finish before the due date. And next question is, there are quite some stereotypes about Mexican people. Before coming to Mexico, we often hear the Mexican people are always late and that they are way more relaxed than us Germans. What do you think about these stereotypes? Okay, I think it's not as people might think. Maybe we are late and we are more relaxed, but it's not that we don't care about time of other people, and it's not like we don't care about things we do. Well, we used to get later than the appointment hour, but that's cultural. It's like if you arrive at the time, you will know that the other person will not arrive in time. So you go late. It's what we think. We don't want to be waiting, so we arrive late. It's what are other typical stereotypes? Well, people think that Mexico is corrupt and that Mexico is lazy and the government is everything and the government managed to work over the Mexican people. But I don't really agree. Maybe we tend to do things later, but the quality we do with these homeworks or with these works, it's fine. It's at the level. We like to follow the rules before giving the homework, giving the things we have to do. We do it in a very high quality. That's meaning we don't work in all the time we have to the deadline, but we really work. That's the important thing. Not how much to take. So the important thing is what you give. What do you have to give to your boss or the people you are working with? Next question is, what do you think Germans and Mexicans can learn from each other in general? Well, as I said before, tea culture is really important for Mexicans, and also I think it's important for Germans. So what we can learn from each other is Germans can learn to be a more relaxed persons because they like to work on time or do things perfect. They go to perfectionism, and that's something that they can learn from Mexicans. Mexican people can work in different times and they can do better things if they propose because Mexicans can use this creativity, think out of the box, so they manage to do different things. And what Mexicans must learn about Germans is punctuality, following the rules, doing things on time, because Mexicans can forget the due line, so they manage to do it, but they work over stress, they work in a really short time, and that can be affect the final work. How would you evaluate the economic future of Mexico? I think Mexico is growing. We have very good years where our GDP grows. That's important. And now that Mexico is opening the doors in a better way to other companies, to international investment, I think the Mexican economy will grow a lot more. Maybe 1%, we can be optimistic. 1%, it's a good goal. And what do you think about the Mexican government? It's hard because many Mexicans think that the government is corrupt, they are still all the money, and that's kind of true, but it's not as the people say it here. It's like the Mexican government, it's doing the things they have to do, but behind everyone, they are doing bad things. It's not like they only do bad things. So I think the Mexican government must must be pushed by the people. The people must talk. The people must work with the government so they can do the things better. I think the Mexican government can work better, much better, if they don't are attacked by corruption or bad influence in the government. That's my idea. Well, I think that's everything. All the questions are answered. So I hope you have everything clear. And thank you.